Hey, what's up guys? It's Ozzy here, and today we're going to be talking about a different topic today. We're going to be talking about manga and the best places to find manga in the UK. So, I have a list here of a lot of places that helped me out on finding manga cheap and expensive in the UK, seeing as the UK isn't exactly massive on manga yet. There's a lot of shops, don't get me wrong, as I'm going to explain in this video. But if you're new to manga, and as I was like 2 months ago, I was like, where can I find some manga? Like, I thought it was just in Japan and America. If you look up on YouTube, it's all Americans getting everything from their local shops. It seems like a dream to be in America or Japan to get manga, but not in the UK, it seemed. But I did some looking and finding, and I found quite a lot of places in the UK that sell some great manga, and we're going to get straight into it. So the first one, and probably the best place in the UK, or well, in England in my case, is Forbidden Planet. Forbidden Planet has literally the best deal in the UK, as far as I'm aware. For new manga. So I went there it's got to be about 2 weeks ago, and I picked up 6 books, and 6 manga books isn't cheap anywhere really, unless you get them second hand. But these are new, and if you can see here, 3 for 2, and that's a little Forbidden Planet icon there. So 3 for 2 on books, especially manga, is a massive deal, which you need to get your hands on, because manga isn't cheap. Let's say that right now. The cheapest you'll find a new manga book for is about £7 in the UK, and it can go up to like £15 for a manga book, depending if it's a hard copy, a hardback or paperback or whatever. But yeah, it's not cheap, so any deal you can find is definitely a good one. Okay, so the second place, by the way, these aren't all, I'm not going to be telling you all shops. There's a few shops, there's a few online places where you can find used and new manga, and we'll get into that later on in the video. But this next one is also a shop. It's a big chain actually, Foyles. It's a massive bookshop. I believe it's only a bookshop. I went in there when I went up to London, when I went to Forbidden Planet, and I got some good books from there as well. Some ones that I didn't expect to find in just a random shop, because they're not really mainstream. They're not like the typical shonen and stuff. So yeah, so I got Claymore. Claymore's behind me. It's very hard to find Claymore like in a shop. Online places have Claymore, which I'll be getting into later on. But Claymore's a really good book. But I'll be doing other videos on why Claymore and other manga is so good. But this video is solely on where to find these manga. So Foyles, they have great books, a great selection. They don't have sales though. That's the only problem with Foyles. They don't have sales. So if you're looking to pay full price for books, Foyles is the place. It has, when I went in there, they have if you can see my bookshelves behind me, they have about it's got to be about 20 times the amount you can see in shot right now, of just manga on sale. They have a double-sided cabinet of it and everything. It is amazing, Foyles. The only problem is they don't have sales. So if you're looking to spend quite a bit of money to get the manga that you to try and get the manga that you really want, that's the place to go, especially if you don't want to be buying them online. But as many people will know, if you're watching this around about 2020, maybe start of 2021, all these bookshops are closed at the moment in the UK, especially London, because we're in tier 4 for Christmas. So all bookshops, mainly all shops, are closed. so you have to wait a little bit to get into Foyles. But once they all open up again, I'm sure they may even have sales, because obviously they're not being able to sell books. So hopefully Foyles will have some sales on, but you never know. Okay, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is Amazon. I'm sure everyone here knows about Amazon, but Amazon, believe it or not, have a great selection. Of course, you probably knew Amazon had a great selection already, and of course with Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, it comes the next day on most books, so you can't really complain, can you? So Amazon, a lot of books, as you'll be able to see on the screen right now, are on sale. They are about £1, £2 on sale. From the RRP, which is usually £7 for a manga book. A lot of manga right now on Amazon is like £5.50, £6. So it may not seem quite that much to get off a manga, but if you're going to be buying a load, it's definitely good. If you buy 7 manga, that's already £7 off, right? Or £7 or even £14. So it's perfect for people that are buying bulk. And even if you're just trying to buy one, it's still a good sale. But the main thing that I use on Amazon, I've been getting into used books. Do I have one here? I've got a lot on the way, which I'll show you right now. I got all these off used Amazon, so I'll show you right now what used Amazon is. It is where like businesses or on Amazon there's no like proper, I guess, people from home selling them, are they? It's like actual companies selling them, but these companies get them in cheap, maybe even from charity shops, and they sell them on for very cheap, but they are used, and some of the quality is pretty shambles, I must say. I don't know what my one's going to look like. It said they were very good condition, so hopefully they'll come in good condition. But if you want cheap manga, used on Amazon is also a great place to get manga in the UK, because it's pretty much worldwide, isn't it? Amazon. So yeah, you can get manga books for about £3. £3 is probably the cheapest I've found a manga book on there for, because of shipping. Obviously, they're not gonna it costs them more to ship than getting money back for the book anyway, so they're not going to do that, are they? So they need to make a bit of money off it, so you can't complain there. £3 for a manga book is amazing. Okay, so the next one I'm going to be talking about, going onto the second-hand books topic, is charity shops, and you knew it was going to be here. Charity shops are a great way to get cheap used manga books, and many of them are very good condition. I've seen many videos of people getting manga books from charity shops that are used, that are in pristine condition, absolutely perfect. You can't even tell that they're that used and second hand. So yeah, charity shops are great. You could probably get a manga book for even £1 if the charity shops don't know what the manga book is. But bear in mind, charity shops, the people that are running them probably don't know what a manga book is, and if they see this in a shop, they'll probably put it to the kids section. Let's be real. Maybe not that, because it's got a sword in it. It looks a bit brutal, but you get what I mean. Quite a lot. Some manga looks a little bit kid friendly, so they probably might put it in the kids section. So it's definitely worth checking the kids section in charity shops, the kids children book section for these manga books, because they could be hidden gems in there. I haven't got any yet, because at the moment shops are closed and I'm very new into getting manga, but I know people that have gotten great deals from manga on manga in charity shops. So definitely that's a great place in the UK. Especially seeing as it's a massive thing in the UK and across the world, really. Examples of these shops is Cancer Research, Barnardo's, Oxfam, British Red Cross. They all have bookshelves in them, second-hand bookshelves. So if you're lucky, there'll be a manga book sitting there for you for very cheap. Okay, so let's get on to the next the next place. And if you're in the UK, you know where this is. You know what this is. You know this place is the dream for books. Not as much manga, depending, but it's Waterstones. Waterstones is the main bookshop in the UK. What can I say? Waterstones, they don't have sales. That's the problem with Waterstones. It's like Foyles, as I talked about earlier. They don't have sales, but they have a lot of books. You can order them online and get them sent to the shop, or you can get them sent to your home for a delivery fee. But they are closed at the moment because of Tier 4 and everything. But if you're watching this later on, and if you can keep this information in your mind, when Tier 4 goes away, when we go back to hopefully a normal living condition, you can go into Waterstones. When I started collecting manga, which was about 2 months ago, I had no clue about all these other places which I'm telling you about right now. And Waterstones was the only place I knew about, because it's like the only bookshop that you really think about when you think the UK bookshops. And I got pretty much everything you can see behind me. Oh, let me go this way. Everything like here, not the One Piece because they're box sets, but all of those. The first line I got from Waterstones. Bear in mind, I probably overpaid quite a bit for them, but when you're starting out in manga, you're like, ooh, that's a cool series. It doesn't matter. I'll pay the extra £2 for this series. So yeah, Waterstones is good for a first time buyer, but if you're trying to get a sale or trying to get it for good pricing, it's probably not the best place to go. Let's be real. It's like £7 for a book usually, or more, depending on the RRP of the book, how big it is, if it's a hard cover or not. You'll get the gist of it once you buy a few, once you see pricing and everything. You can either go on the Waterstones website, and they have plenty of prices, plenty of books on there, and you can see. You can also type in your shop. If you don't want to waste going into a shop and thinking, are they going to have this book? Are they going to have this? Are they going to have that? Because most Waterstones only have a little selection of manga at the moment. So you can go on there, click your preferred shop, and it does tell you on the Waterstones website what is in stock. So if you just type in manga, or what I like to do is type in vol, because manga, if you type in manga, it doesn't always show up. If you type in VOL, all the manga comes up, because it's like the only thing that uses volumes in Waterstones. So that's a little tip from Aussie right there. Use vol in the search, and you'll see all the manga there, because I don't think there's a selection for manga on the Waterstones website, so you definitely have to do that. So yeah, Waterstones is great. And going on to the next one, Whsmiths. So Whsmiths is great for nowadays, because I think Whsmiths is probably the only place on this list that's open right now. I don't think all Whsmiths are open in Tier 4, but because of most of them are linked with post offices, I'm pretty sure some Whsmiths are open, and in which you can get your manga. Because when I was back at uni, because I go to uni, and I'm back from uni for now, I go to uni in Canterbury, and there's a good Whsmiths in Canterbury, which is a post office as well. They have a little selection, which I was going to when every other shop was closed. When Waterstones was closed, I went there. They have some good selection. Well, not a very good selection, but it has all the normal books you'd think you'd see, like Tokyo Ghoul RE. They have One Piece. They have Naruto. Definitely My Hero Academia. They have a lot of that. That's definitely one of the ones that people like nowadays, and I can see why. But Whsmiths is great. They also have a website where you can see if stuff is in stock and everything. You can also buy it online, get it shipped. That's also a good place to get books in the UK. Okay, so now we're going on to more of the seller to buyer phase here. So, Facebook Marketplace. I only recently had a look at Facebook Marketplace, because it's a new thing really. I didn't know Facebook even had a marketplace until I saw someone else's video about this, about where to get good deals, and it's Facebook Marketplace. They have some really good deals because people are selling them for in bulk mainly. There's some single volumes on Facebook Marketplace, but one thing I do need to tell you is a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace don't like to deliver yet, or postage is quite expensive nowadays, or it's always been quite expensive, especially if they're selling single volumes. Because think about it, if they're going to sell a single volume for say £5 to get some profit on a or for you, and you think, oh, this guy's selling for £5, I can get a cool little profit on it. Beware, they might charge you an extra £2.99 for shipping, and at that point, what's the point? It's a second-hand book, and you can get a £7 used one, not a new one, from Waterstones or online, for cheaper and for a better quality. So do bear in mind, buying single volumes on Facebook Marketplace is probably not the best idea. The best thing from Facebook Marketplace is definitely the all the box sets, the manga lots, where people sell like 20 mangas for a certain price. Say you get £3 a book. It's a very good deal. You can get very good deals, especially if you live close to these people, and you live local to these people. You can go collect from their houses. I don't know what the situation would be nowadays with Corona and everything, but you definitely need to be careful about that if you are going to be doing that. But yeah, so Facebook Marketplace is good for buying in bulk. I wouldn't say in singles unless they're selling them for very cheap. Facebook Marketplace is also very good for buying out of print books. For example, I went on Facebook Marketplace and I saw a few people selling Great Teacher Onizuka, which is the one series I'm trying to find right now. Do I have Great Teacher Onizuka in this pile? I do. I actually have volume 3 of Great Teacher Onizuka at the moment. It was printed by Depop, and they're out of business. I think they've been out of business for a while now, so it's very rare to get those copies. So if you can find them on these Facebook marketplaces, or some of the other places which I'm going to be talking about in the later video, that's definitely the best place to do it, because some people sell them for a lot cheaper than they're worth, because Great Teacher Onizuka can go for upwards of £20 a volume. So bear that in mind. It's a good place to get some good deals. Okay, so the next place I'm going to be talking about follows on from Facebook Marketplace. It's Depop, and Depop is another seller to buyer from home business point of view app or website. It has a website on computer. It also has an app on the phone. I use the app, but like to use the app because it's I feel the app is more progressed than the website. So Depop, I found some really good deals in there. I've got a lot of good deals coming. I'll show you some right now actually on screen. You'll probably be seeing them right now. So yeah, Depop is another great place to find manga hauls, manga box sets. I found a Bleach box set, which you probably saw then, for £40 for a full Bleach box set, especially around Christmas time. Getting a box set for that cheap is very, very hard, and it was a good find, definitely a good find. So Depop has a great selection of manga. It's probably it's probably better than Facebook Marketplace in my opinion, because it has its own in-app postage system. So the sellers can get Depop to come to their houses and sell them and take the parcel from them and ship it to the place. So Depop has all that sort of thing in like app for sellers, so it's so much better. So people might not be as reluctant to sell single volumes for for smaller prices, because Depop take care of the postage and everything. So yeah, most things you see on Depop is actually free delivery for buyers. Sellers obviously have to pay a little fee, but that'll be counted into the price that the buyers buy the manga from, mainly, or it should say on the actual listing if you have to pay for postage. So yeah, that's a great place to find them. There's a lot of nice people on there as well. I've bought quite a lot of Depop recently. I've got a lot of things coming because of obviously postage takes quite a while nowadays because of Corona and everything. So I'm waiting on them, but when they come, I'll be very happy, and I'll probably do a manga haul video showing everything I got. So the next thing we're going to go on to is Book Depository. So Book Depository has a great selection of books. I think it is quite a long time to get them delivered to your house. I think I saw it's like a 16-day delivery, or like office days. So that means weekdays should I say? Yeah, 16 weekdays. So that's Monday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays and Sundays don't get counted into that. So you'll probably be waiting like 3 weeks for these books to come. But they've got some great deals on the website, and they have a lot of stuff you wouldn't expect to find. So they have Slam Dunk on there. They have some Slam Dunk volumes, which I really need the series of, or the collection of. I've currently got 1 and 2 of Slam Dunk, which I'll be talking about in a little bit, because what's it called? I got it from a cool shop in London called Gosh Comics, which we'll be talking about in a second. But Book Depository also has Slam Dunk. If you're willing to wait the delivery times, then you can definitely find some gems on there for a very good price. And I believe it's all free shipping as well. So there you go. Great. Okay, so into Gosh Comics. Gosh Comics is, I think it's a sole shop. I don't think it's a chain. And it's in London. I'll put it up on screen now whereabouts in London it is, or where on Google Maps it is. And it has a underground manga collection, or a manga bloody manga heaven, I guess you could call it. I walked down those steps and just saw a wall of manga. Bear in mind, before that, all I've seen is Waterstones and their little small shelves of manga, and I just saw this massive wall of manga, and I was in love. But then I saw the prices, and they aren't cheap. So if you're looking to get some cool manga in person, and you just want to go have a look at all these manga in person, which I like doing. I like going to these bookshops, even if I'm not going to buy anything. I just want to see what they have on store. So this is where I did get Slam Dunk. Slam Dunk at the moment, especially volume 1, is very hard to get. Very hard. It's sold out everywhere. It's sold out on Book Depository, which I was talking about earlier. And I found it for its... how much did I find it for? I think I did have to pay a little bit more than the RRP for it. I think I paid about £8 for it, whereas the RRP is about £7. So £1 more. I can't really complain, can I, for something that's that rare to find. So I was jumping for joy when I saw Slam Dunk Volume 1 in there. And I did get the second volume as well, because who wants to come out with just one volume? Like, come on, that's a bit boring. You want to be able to read 2 books, one after the other. Otherwise, you'll be blue balls, as you can call it, or as you can call it, yeah, blue balls with the manga, and then you'll be tempted to look at it online illegally, and no one wants to do that. I'm a big fan of giving the money to the actual creators instead of looking at it for free online. But okay, so that's Gosh Comics. They have a good selection, a good wall of manga. And if you are in London by chance after this corona thing has blown over, you can go into the shop and get yourself some nice manga. But we're going to go on to the last place, and probably my favourite place in London, not because of the prices but because of the shop, and that is Japan Craft. I actually have a little what do they call these, business cards, a business card of Japan Craft. Oh, the lighting might be a bit in the way. Oh, that's the Arts and Craft. They have two shops right next to each other. If you like Japan stuff, not only manga, but anime, if you like plushies, if you like Japanese food, Japanese sweets, if you like statues of anime characters, which I know I do. I'm going to be getting some soon, especially from there. Then Japan Craft is definitely the place to go. It's in Camden Market. I'm sure if you live around London, you know where Camden Market is. It is a great place to go. I'll put up a little photo of it right now. And yeah, the person in there that was selling the stuff seemed to love manga and anime. He was very helpful. But let's go on to like their selection. So the selection in there was probably the best selection I saw all day in London. And I went to Forbidden Planet, went to Piccadilly Waterstones, which is the biggest Waterstones in the whole of the UK, or Europe, should I say. A 6 stories Waterstones had less options than this place did. Although this place did have or charge quite a lot for the books. But for this series, I would pay quite a bit. Real is really hard to find in a shop in person. I think you can probably find it online for right price. But I wanted to get it when I was there. There was no way I was walking out of there without buying anything, because they had some gems. They had Great Teacher Onizuka. I think it was 14 days in somewhere. 14 days in Shonen or something like that. If you know the GTO series and you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it had great series. It had a lot of ones you wouldn't expect to find, a lot of hidden gems, as I should call it. I don't know where they get their stuff in from, but they also have the website Japan Craft. Oh, I'm covering it, my bad. japancraft.co.uk. But everything they have on their website isn't everything they have in store, because Real's not on their website and that was in store. So if you really want to get the most out of this amazing store, go in person once all Corona's over. Go meet the lovely guys in there, lovely people that are selling them, and it's a really good vibe. They have anime openings playing in the shop. They have like 2 monitors with the openings going on. They have great figures. They have everything a anime or otaku would love. Anyone that enjoys Japan would love. So I think that wraps it up for this video. I think I've told you quite a lot of places in the UK that you can find some manga, some great manga deals, and cheap or expensive, but there is quite a good selection in the UK. I hope this broadened your your knowledge on where to find these great mangas in the UK, especially London, because I went to London and all these places, all the shops that I talked about, apart from charity shops, they're everywhere, and Forbidden Planet and Foyles there and everywhere as well. But and Waterstones. Okay, what am I on about? London is a great place for it, but I'm sure there is a load of great places outside of London that you can find them as well. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope this helped you out in full aspects. And I do stream. I try and stream daily, although recently I'm recovering from a concussion, so I haven't been able to stream that much recently. But I do stream on Twitch. My name is OZZXE. Link in the description, and it would be very nice if you could come and say hello in the chat. If I'm live, go give me a follow. But if not, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment what your favorite manga is. Come on, my favorite manga is Kingdom. It doesn't have a English copy yet, unfortunately. But Kingdom is a great manga and my favorite manga. So see you later, and thank you for watching. Peace out, guys.